Hello there, how's it going? This is Leslie from Speech Apprentice. Listen and Learn, a series to help you listen and understand English. Today's topic: scammers, scammers everywhere. It's tough to beat them, those scammers. I'm sure you agree. Here are two habits to practice and avoid being scammed. Let me first tell you how I learned. The telephone rang. I turned towards it. "Don't answer that call," warned my wife in a raised voice. A voice that she normally keeps under her sleeve to be pulled out only when it's really needed. Baffled, I turned my face towards her. The word fear was written all over her face. My hands were only millimeters away from the telephone receiver when her voice changed into a higher pitch. "It's a scam, I tell you." She almost screamed. That confirmed to me that she meant business. I froze. I immediately pulled out my hand as if I had accidentally poked it inside a fire. The phone kept crying, "Tring, tring, tring, tring," enticing anyone near it to pick it up, like a street vendor yelling by the roadside to sell his stuff. The blunder was avoided. "You must thank me for my maturity and wisdom," she said in a calm and casual tone. "No one whom we know call us at this time. I can show you that I am right," she went on. Then, with two fully satisfied eyes and a proudly raised chin, she turned her face back to the TV. "Oh, that was close," I sighed. "How do you know it's a scam?" I managed to ask as soon as I had enough air in my lungs. "Just look at the last name and the number on the screen of the telephone," she said casually, as cool as the ice cream she was enjoying, with her pair of eyes still glued to the TV and not even bothering to look at me. I looked at the screen on the phone, and by God, she was right. Someone called Gun, sir, with a number that we've never heard of. My wife had won again. One more feather in her cap. She said, "Remember that if it's an important call, the caller will somehow get in touch with us either later or by email or by some other means. It's for the caller's interest to do so." I agreed. I had to. She was right. This comedy has been going on for months, if not for years. We survived by not answering calls from anyone whom we didn't know without confirming that it didn't appear to be a scam. And let me assure you that we never missed any genuine call by doing so. It's a pity that we had to do like that, but that was the reality. Scammers have been in existence from time immemorial. The difference now is that modern day high tech advancements have succinctly assisted the scammers, giving them a million opportunities to scam people who are bright and stupid, brilliant and foolish, old and young, proud and humble, honest and dishonest, and whatever other ways in which you could classify people of this planet. Telephone services, emails, texting, payments to be made in cryptocurrency, and hundreds of new technological advancements are at the services of the modern day scammers. Scammers will always find ways to scam others. It's for the rest of the world to be careful, always. According to the dictionary, to scam is a confidence game or other fraudulent scheme, especially for making a quick profit. Let me restate the words: a confidence game and a quick profit. The first and foremost thing any scammer would want to do is to win your confidence. Ironically, that's also the most powerful weapon you have against scammers: your confidence. You have to refrain from playing the role of a naive, childlike character with an appetite to trust others and give your confidence to anyone before you could even bat your eyelids. Grill it into your mind that anyone whom you don't know has to work hard, very hard, to win your confidence, which really is an honor you bestow upon another person. So let anyone whom you don't know work very hard for it for quite some time. Time is the important word there. Scammers don't have time. As you saw in the definition of the word scam, they've got to do it fast to get a quick profit. Time is always against scammers. If you practice to have patience and let time pass, you will always be at an advantage. Blatant scammers or subtle scammers all try to use time against you. They try to put you in a haste to do what they want you to do. They try to make you desperate. They try to put you into a situation as if you're far out somewhere, away from all civilization, all by yourself, and then paint a picture of dark clouds appearing on the horizon, with lightning and thunder approaching in your direction, threatening of a severe thunderstorm, and that you have a very short time to find shelter. That's the type of situation they put you into. And guess what? They will tell you where to find that shelter soon. If you ever find yourself in that situation, due to tacit enticing by a scammer or otherwise, learn to tell yourself that getting a little soaked in a thunderstorm and going home in wet clothes is nothing to be desperate of. It might even be fun. Scammers are pretty good in reading other people's minds, more like psychoanalysts. Within the first second or two, they will know exactly to which type of situation they have to put you into: an unpleasant, or a pleasant, or a confused situation, all with the idea of swindling you one way or the other. But quickly. Quickly, that's the catchword. What you can do to avoid being scammed is to use their need to do it quickly to your advantage by not reacting quickly whenever an unknown person approaches you, even with good intentions. Remember that whenever some stranger approaches you, he or she needs something from you or would want to offer something to you, something genuine or something fraudulent. Whatever it may be, a quick reaction to what you are confronted with is not in your favor. Don't ever forget that. Considering scamming, I put the people of the world into three categories: one, non scammers; two, blatant scammers; and three, not so blatant scammers. The vast majority of the people of the world fall into the first category, non scammers. Thank God for it. But even in that category, there may be some who indulge in scamming activities every now and then, perhaps not even knowing that they are scamming. Then there are the blatant scammers who will try to put you into very desperate or confused situations. Think of this example. Someone may pretend to be a person of authority, telling you that a parcel of something illegal had arrived in your name and that you are in big trouble. He will talk to you authoritatively, but in a short time he will make you believe that he got the impression that you are genuine from the way you responded and that it appears to be a scam by an unknown person. By this act, he is trying to win your confidence. Then he will advise you how to get out of this unpleasant situation, usually doing something quickly to avoid unnecessary repercussions. That's their tool to tacitly swindle you. Then there are the not so blatant scammers. The shopkeeper who says that this is the last pair of the popular designer shoes they have in store is just trying to use your mind to force you to buy it, making you feel that you are lucky. It's a subtle scam. Just say you don't want it. Within a few days, you'll see, perhaps in the same store, that there are dozens of the same model for sale, maybe for a price lesser than what was quoted to you earlier. Just think to yourself, if it's a popular design, the manufacturers will keep producing it. It's for their interest to do so. So, my friends, here are the two things to remember. to try to avoid being scammed. Just two basic behaviors, but two that might give you some peace of mind. 1. Don't let others play confidence games on you. Take time, longer the better, to trust any stranger. Remember that a genuine person generally will not try to hasten you for something except in dire situations. Trust people when you are certain that they could be trusted. 2. Don't let others hasten you to do things, for there is always the possibility that it could be a scam. Practice these two qualities, and you might be less susceptible to getting caught to scams. As a final note, however, let me tell you that if you have the desire, the time, and the capacity to become a scholar in psychology, learning theories presented by famous psychologists like Sigmund Freud, Carl Rogers, and B.F. Skinner, you might learn a lot more about how to avoid being scammed. But for ordinary folk like me, following these two basic concepts has helped immensely. Perhaps it might help you too.